Hi, I'm Frank. I'm Fran. And I'm Fritz. And we are the talking emojis for Talking Headz. Welcome to episode 6 of Talking Headz. Before we move on to the Papa John issue, I just want to do a follow-up on the Schellenger case versus Michael White in Philadelphia, where Michael White allegedly stabbed Sean Schellenger in an altercation in a neighborhood in Philadelphia. There has been some new developments regarding a third person. There was apparently 3 people in that Mercedes-Benz that got into the traffic jam in that neighborhood in Philadelphia. Norris Jordan was the driver. Yuri Jacobson was the passenger. And according to the latest developments, Mr. Jacobson got out of the car to go up and see what was causing the traffic jam. And during an altercation between Mr. Schellenger and Mr. White stabbed Mr. Schellenger and jumped off his bike and ran. Mr. Jacobson gave chase and apparently never caught up with Mr. White. And that was his account of what happened. There is some controversy behind this whole case because according to family members, that's not the situation that took place according to what they know. Okay, moving right along. The issue of today is the situation with Papa John using the N-word when he was referring to African Americans. My question is Papa John the only corporate executive calling black people the N-word? Let's talk about this. What do you think, Fran? Wait a minute. I got to jump in here before Fran answers that question. You want to know what my answer is? Hell no. Just about every executive in America is probably using the N-word along with everybody else when it comes to African Americans. He just got caught. You know, this whole thing about people using the N-word and oh my God, this ain't no phenomenon. It's been going on forever in America. To be politically correct in this country, when white people use the N-word against us, it becomes a serious issue, especially when you're talking about people who are corporate executives and own major companies for which we patronize on a daily basis. You got to be real careful about how you talk to us if you want us to buy your product. Well, you're right, Fran. That's cool and correct, and everybody is all up in arms about this whole thing about using the N-word. You know, we got all up in arms about the whole Starbucks issue. Everybody was talking about boycott, don't go to Starbucks. But guess what? That didn't happen. You know, now everybody's talking about don't buy Papa John's pizza. You really think people going to stop buying Papa John's pizza? No, that ain't going to happen. And just because they allegedly fired him from his seat, you know, you think that's going to make a difference? Well, Frank, you used the word allegedly. So are you saying that you don't really think Papa John's got fired from that position? You think they just used that as a media ploy to let people know that they took care of that, but behind the scenes, he's still kind of running things? You might be right when it comes to that. You know, we are so gullible as a country and as Americans, we feed into and buy anything. So there's a possibility that this guy is still running things, but as far as we know, he's out of that seat. We'll see. Well, my question is this. Why does corporate America and white America still feel so comfortable in using the N-word? And although, in my opinion, they use it behind closed door almost on a daily basis, now it seems that people are just outwardly open with using the N-word. And, you know, we are supposed to be okay with that. You know, why all of a sudden are they so comfortable with this? Well, their argument is we use the N-word when we refer to each other. How come it's not offensive when we do it? And so, they feel like, they can do it too. If we can do it, they can do it. It's America. It's freedom of speech. People can say what they want to say. And so, to a degree, they feel comfortable in using that word. And they can really care less how offensive it is against African Americans. Hey, come on, Frank, man. Let's not sugarcoat this. We are in a climate these days, and you know what climate I'm talking about, where now all of a sudden people have crawled out from under the woodworks and feel like they can just vilify and treat African Americans in this country like crap. You see what's going on with the police. You see what's going on in different institutions. You see what's going on in businesses. And, we are just being treated like crap because of the climate that has been created. Okay, we got all that. We got all the information. Having said it all, we can boycott, we can march, we can cry like we always do. But what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Think about that. Give us some feedback and stay tuned for the next episode of Talking Headz.